Hi, good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, amigas.
Magandang umaga. Tresya ka.
Shashrika.
Welcome to our podcast, Kemerut. We are four ladies from different backgrounds. Leona, Veronica, Kulvinder, and Guadalupe. So, as you could realize, we came from different parts of the world. From India, from Philippines, and from Peru. So today we want to talk about some communication strategies that we are using in order to have an effective diversity and inclusion in our academic environment. So ladies, when we mention communication strategies, what are you thinking? Leona?
Oh, okay. I think for me, I usually will use clarifying and maybe questioning, especially in the work environment. And as you mentioned earlier, we are from a different country, so we're very diverse. And when it comes to work environment, in my experience, I get to meet maybe different people like from India, Canadians, Filipinos. So I guess sometimes for me it's difficult to understand their diction or their pronunciation. So it's very helpful for me to ask questions. So that's for the clarifying and the questioning.
Sure, definitely. I'm totally agree with you.
How
Oh,
we
yeah.
Okay. So anyone of you want to share?
For me, I think it's gonna be the investigating.
Interesting.
Most especially we're coming from different backgrounds, and for me, since maybe I'm a little bit a judger, but for me, in order for me to know each of the background, I do actually do investigation for me to have a knowledge or learnings about each of us. So yeah, I think what could you say about investigating? Do you also do investigating?
Sure, for
Yeah.
sure, most of the time.
I
So,
agree with you.
and in your case, Phil, which of
Yeah.
the 11 communication strategies that we learn during the whole term you're using the most? Tell us.
Mostly I am from also different background, so mostly when I don't understand any other's point of view, so I always asking clarification. So because in that way I can understand their point of view. Even sometime I'm not eligible to understand what they're trying to say to me, so all the time I ask clarification. Can you clear to me? Can you say something in a different word so that I can understand? So I use clarification, and it's very useful for me.
Yeah,
So
sure.
are you sure? Are you agree with this?
Yeah, sure. Well, just adding to clarification, this is something related to this questioning.
Yeah.
Because I'm the person who question a lot and
Yeah.
they have different doubts, so I'm always asking for more information. And for sure, we are using a lot of the strategies during our own life, personal
actually
life, not
day to
only
day.
academic environments.
Yeah.
So, and we want to translate these strategies to an academic environment, just trying to expand diversity and inclusion. So, when we are talking about inclusion and diversity, it's arrived to my mind different things, not only gender, because when we talk about inclusion, sometimes it's more related. Okay, so just include more women at the workplace, but it comes different kind of like like this disability,
The religion.
of course, different
Yeah.
things. So, do you have any experience that you want to share? Maybe because here in Canada we could see that the diversity it's huge,
Yeah.
more than in my country, definitely.
Yeah, so if I am talking about in my workplace, so I all the time talk with Canadian and sometimes Nigerian people because taking a order. So it's hard for me to understand their accent because their accent is so different from me, and it's hard for me to understand easily. So I all the time ask them, can you repeat again, please? Can you say some with a slow pace? So something like that. So I used this kind of strategies to so that I can give them a service what they want from me. So I all the times, not the all the time, because it's weird when I am saying all the time, like, can you explain again and again? So, but sometime when it's hard for me to understand, because some vocabulary, some pronunciation is different from me. So yeah.
sure.
Uh-huh.
For example, I'm thinking, talking about inclusion and communication strategies.
Mhm.
Here, something that is completely different to my country is that you have to ask, how do you want to call that person? Her, him.
Him,
So,
yeah.
so it's kind of respect. Also, I remember that our college encouraged us to put on our signs. One do you want to tell to? One do you want to call by the others? So I think that is good because okay, you say okay because that person is it's recognized as a female character or a male character. So I think that they give us an award of us.
Mhm.
Do you want to share any other experience that you have relating about inclusion or diversity? Or do you want to continue with our next interview because we have some interviewers?
Yeah, maybe like a special
Yeah.
guest. You mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, I
Maybe
think
they
I
can
want to
share
go with
more
a
facts.
special guest. more.
Oh,
Yeah. For us, like an icebreaker too. Maybe.
Yeah,
Mhm.
sure. So see you in the next chapter.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.